Alright, time for a Rumble game. Rumble got some changes this patch. Overall, I would say it's a buff. Pretty decent buff at that. But we are going to be playing him jungle. I'll show you guys how to do this. And yeah, well, let's show you. Let's see together, I suppose, how strong Rumble is now. I'll be facing a Warwick, which is a pretty significant problem, I would say. When it comes to like early game, I am going to get destroyed. So something to be wary of, for sure. I'll fight. Wait. Let's say, can I just let you hit your shield, please? Thank you very much. Now he has aggro. Interesting. Initially, Rumble does like struggle a little bit with like heat because you cannot get enough heat at like level 1, 2. Like it's gonna be a little bit problematic. Your heat cap also like went up and stuff, so you're gonna have to keep that threshold above 50 for the empowered abilities for the most part. So try to keep that up, and then try to keep your Q and stuff like above the bar so you can hold the heat high, you know what I mean? You cannot overheat quite quickly now, so that is definitely something to keep in mind for the most part. But yeah, trying to overheat is definitely a move here because you can still use your passive for a bunch of hits there, as you can see. It is just a little bit of getting used to type deal. Make sure to take all your abilities because you need the heat generation to be able to play, basically. Also need to be a little bit careful here myself that I actually like keep my abilities up, so I keep my heat bar up, which is something I'm not 100% used to at the moment. Don't overuse your abilities. I need to smite something as well. Good. Keep my heat bar high enough to the point where I just barely don't overheat here. Go. Clear speed's looking pretty reasonable, I would say. I can quite easily overheat with Q in a second here, and then just have the Q and power auto attack to kill this quickly, which looks pretty good. And then we just get some heat going again, and then we can go for the Shyvana gank on top lane, hopefully. Looking pretty good. We can use the potion here. Still have a warding trinket. We usually don't have those anymore, but you know. There we go. Good. Very nice. Ivana is walking up. I think I could just leave the wave here. It should be fine, right? 28 CS, so he definitely took top scuttle. This wave for him is fine, I think. He has teleport if he needs it, so he's gonna get both scuttles, which is fine. I don't get any of them here. I'm gonna switch this. And I'll buy a Dark Seal. Dark Seal with this one, probably. Yeah, makes sense. I want to get ability haste to get my heat as high as possible, basically. I don't instantly have to start using this out of base. I still have a little bit of time. My camp's gonna respawn on the Gromp here fairly soon. Guess it's gonna be hitting there soonish. The Warwick's definitely gonna have both scuttles. I might be able to look for like a bot play here. It's gonna start to get some heat going right now. There's the Gromp respawn. Don't think the bot lane gank is actually gonna happen here, so I'm gonna go high heat and just hit this, or like above 50 heat at least, to make sure that I get the empowered version off. Fine smite there. This is warded, so the gank does get increasingly difficult here. Something to keep in mind. I don't really think that bot lane gank is currently looking very viable. If I had like better support setup, that could be something I could consider. But I think at the moment it's just not really there. So I'm just gonna go for a second clear and play like Rumble's strength is obviously more as scaling, not so much as early game. So I think if I can play towards that a little bit better, that should be good. Make sure to use my other abilities to get the max, like get the extra heat proc on your Q damage. So your Q does more. Because basically you want to empower your abilities by being above the 50 heat. So that's something to keep in mind. Try to keep your heat high as well here. Just gonna spawn here soon. At this point I could probably just look to go for the Shyvana again on top side. Seems pretty realistic. I guess overheat here, that should be fine. You gonna ward now? Be a little bit careful because she is actually hugging down the bot side. Go this way. Should have used 1E here, so I have the heat generation from that one. This should be okay. There we go, perfect. I have my heat up there a little bit. I do not particularly want to fight a Warwick, if I'm being honest. I'm just gonna reset. Actually, no, I have to help him shove this wave out because he has absolutely 0 mana. Wait, what is he doing? Right here, I make sure to get my heat high first and then empower my Q so I push faster. I mean, if he doesn't want to shove the wave with me, then I guess I can push it for him. In that situation, he probably should have just shoved the wave because this needs to go under turret with Shyvana not being there. Makes a lot of sense. Let's danger ping the top side of Fizz there, so he's going to be a little bit careful. I'll buy this, and then we'll just sprint out of base again. Basically just gonna like W calmly for some heat the entire time so we can keep it above 50, but not too high, if you know what I mean. Not gonna use too many more abilities. It's gonna be pretty much dead even. So we can just kind of walk out of base, and the moment we get to the blue, we can basically just empower right away. I think if I overheat here, it's gonna kill pretty quick with passive. This bot lane is looking very tempting. I'm currently trying to look to hit level 6, which is something I'm very much looking for here. E first, then Q, so I get the overheat, or like the heat percentage on my Q. Let's go bot lane, because I just hit level 6. Keep my heat relatively high here, so I have the empowered abilities going into this. That should be good, I think. Should be a kill, right? Didn't get the assist on Pyke, really? Kinda sucks. I mean, this was good. I had my ult there set up. I tried to cut off the biggest walk-in path there for the Xayah. I feel like I should be able to do Dragon here as well. Cut off the biggest walking path, use Force to Flash, so it should look pretty good in that situation, which it did. And right here, we should easily be able to Dragon. Trying to keep my heat relatively high here to go overheat very soon. Right there, with the Q in the empowered version as well, so we do as much Dragon damage as physically possible. There is a very good chance he takes my red buff here, which that would be respectable, honestly. Kind of fine. Do I have enough money? I don't. I feel like I should be able to check red. Ping enough to the point where my Yorick would consider showing, which he currently doesn't. He did take my Raptors. Is he doing my red buff? He is actually doing my red buff as expected. He ulted out. Okay. It's slightly unfortunate that my Yorick refused to help there. That probably could have landed as a kill, but it's kind of okay. Make sure to use the other abilities to get above the 50 so your Q does more damage to clear your camp with it. I feel like I should be checking Rift Herald here because I have a strange feeling that this Warwick's gonna do that real quick, you know? Okay. I mean, I'm just gonna run top lane again. Feels fine. Doesn't have Dragon form just yet, but I feel like Yorick is not going to walk up at all, is he? Does this passive do enough damage? It does. My Yorick absolutely refuses flat out to help me. That's really annoying, actually. I mean, I do a lot of damage, so luckily I was able to kill her, but man. The Ignite definitely made that close. Very interesting. Alright then. Let's get my Mythic here. I'd say there's a pretty good chance I'd lose Rift Herald, but I guess he's not going for it. He's actually holding top wave. I guess my plan right now definitely should just be take the Krugs and then do the Rift Herald, because I need to get that off the map, need to get those platings off that thing. Already relatively late on it, I would say. I think for the most part, I probably would have been able to go for the Rift Herald a little bit earlier if my Yorick would have been willing to help at any point, essentially. Like whether it was with the Warwick Invade or the Shyvana kill right there. Making sure for the most part here that I use my Q in the, like, danger, like kind of danger zone stage, right? Above 50, but below 150. I feel like this guy's just walking up too far once again, so I just go for it, right? Overheat and just auto attack. Very good. I'm like getting very good opportunity ganks right here on the Shyvana. That's definitely not bad. I just get above 50 and then because your E regenerates like 20 heat instead of 10 now, you can actually like WEE and get easily off above 50 from below, well, from absolutely 0 basically. So that does help quite a bit. Just gonna overheat here, I think. This guy is actually coming to steal my gold. That's very unfortunate. What can I say? It's just very unfortunate. Minus 100 for me. Dragon's gonna be in 2 minutes. I have the potential to check the top side camps here. So I guess I should. Okay, there's nothing here, so that means he's definitely bot side. He most likely took my camp there, which is fine. But I'm gonna go out of base with Sorks here real quick and just sprint bot lane. Look at my heat a little higher here. Okay, Misfortune coming in with the kills.
An ally has been slain.
Most likely would have lost all these camps, right? That's down. That's actually up. Okay, cool. I don't think running bot lane here does anything really, because it feels pretty unrealistic. I feel like the Warwick is just leaving, but I guess Warwick is going for an extended fight. Take the blue on spawn here. Okay. Okay, well, it seems that Warwick is backing off anyway. Interesting. I think I'm gonna overheat with the next Q and just get the damage that way. This way my passive will start kicking in as well. There we go. Walk him into it. Lead him up to it. Should be able to walk at them pretty easily here. Get my passive to proc. Flash auto attack. Yeah, it's a little bit too far. I'm gonna get Warwick hunted. Feel like I should just be careful here. I'm not gonna disrespect Warwick too much. Just take the reset. So I can afford this, right? 25 gold. I guess I'll wait 25 gold. So I have the reset timing right now, right before the dragon spawns. So if I just go now, I have 10 stacks on my Dark Seal right now. So upgrading this into a Magi's would definitely be good. Have to wait for it. I could technically go for my top side camps here, but I feel like just running back to bot and going for the dragon here is going to be the play. My bot lane might die to this entire situation, but I guess that's okay. My ult's going to be back up fairly soon as well here. Am I going to have to be worried about them doing dragon? Potentially might have to be worried about that. I kind of want my Malphite to show if he wants to help me out. That'd be great, because his ult is going to help tremendously. Let's just ult him and then overheat into him. That's one kill. That's a smite on that. Another kill. We're doing tons of damage here. There's no way I hit him. Oh, I misclicked. Oh, no, I didn't misclick. The dragon map change actually messed me up there. Slight issue there is actually here that I didn't Rift Herald before the 14-minute mark, so I don't get my turret plating goal out of it. I guess I could just use it now for mid turret, which should be fine. This just breaks mid turret, and that just gets the most important turret for the enemy team off the map, which allows me to potentially play more aggressive into Warwick's jungle. It's a teleport. Where is she going? Because she TP's there, I'm gonna be like showing up for my team right here. This is bad. I think I'm very dead here. Am I? Oh yeah, I'm not dead here. That's very good. I don't want to particularly continue. Oops, I accidentally overheated. I don't want to particularly continue this fight because I am quite low on health and I do not currently have my ultimate up. So I'm not going to be too useful in the fight, so I definitely got to be a little bit careful here. Again, here, trying to keep my heat above 50 for every Q use. Try to do more damage overall to my monster camps. Or my jungle camps, I guess. Guess I can overheat here, that should be fine. Okay, my Magi stacks are looking pretty good. I see the Warwick going pretty aggressive here, so I can walk like this. kill. I'm doing a lot of damage right now. I feel like also this max HP damage on Q does quite a significant amount too. I may have trolled my ultimate there, almost. Where does the spike just go? That should be a kill. Right? Yes, it is. Perfect. Is this just kills? It does kill. Wait, am I dead? No! Damn it. I thought I could shield out, but obviously if I'm overheated, that's not gonna work. Okay. A slight miscalculation, let's call it that. More than slight, but sure. Oh man. Okay, whatever. It's all good. I get my Shadow Flame here, which is nice. I mean, technically, is this actually the move? I think it's technically better to go Death Cap next. Because I do have a lot of Magi stacks, right? Obviously, I lost 10 stacks there, but I can just clear like my bot side camps here, reset once again, and I should have enough for my Death Cap, essentially. Which is probably what I'm going to do, like actually looking at it, because more Magi stacks make Death Cap a lot more worth it, obviously. Also, I'm not really solo AP, so, I mean, Shadow Flame is like, kind of, you know, not the best. Let's just clear my bot side camps, and I'm gonna definitely have to look at that Rift Herald as well. Do above 50 heat. Very good. Who's gonna spawn in 14 seconds, so I should just be able to wait for that. 200 gold for this. I guess I'll just wait here for this and then play like Rift Herald afterwards, right? My ability ace is getting quite good though. Like you can see my cooldowns be very, very low right now, which is very good. That overheat timing is awkward. That's very, very good damage for me right there. Whew. That was a very solid Rumble ultimate to essentially just insta-win the entire fight there. I think what I'm doing now is I just clear my Raptors and Top Scuttle hit level 13 and do Rift Herald? Question mark? Oh damn, Bark did it. Fair play. He like for that play trade, he actually just traded Rift Herald. That's a fair move. Which probably also means that Top Scuttle is down, right? I have 49 seconds for the dragon, so I can clear one more camp here then. So I'll clear my Krugs and then I'll go reset for dragon. That should be good. This allows me my death cap, which is gonna make me extremely strong, and then I can just go play for the dragon. I feel like this is just the move, right? Get more max HP shielding off this, so the more HP I have is good. I'm just gonna go Demonic here. I'm gonna go the Magi's death cap combo for sure, though. Initially, at least, because of the Magi stacks making that worth. I might go dragon here, but I feel like I just got to prep some heat here. Is this warded? Okay, I'm not have to be worried about that. Prep some heat. Throw my ultimate in there. Mind him out. Kill him. Should be able to chase this guy out as well, actually. Very good. And just dragon. I do have my smite in like 3 seconds, so I have to be a little careful here that I don't get it smite or like get it stolen by Lux. Alright, perfect. Whew, I mean, yeah. I do a lot of that. Rumble ults 2k damage. That's insane. Overheat here, that's very fast damage as well. To be fair though as well, obviously I have 25 Magi stacks, so that definitely helps. W double E first, so I get my Q into heat range. And yeah, I almost have enough money for this, because yeah, I just need 3 gold. I'll take my reset then for the Demonic, I suppose that makes sense here. I mean, it's looking pretty solid, I'm not gonna lie. Let's take that, and then we can go for potentially Baron or something. I think Baron would be a pretty good move. I kind of want to take the red buff here as well now. Coming out of base, take red, do Baron, maybe. I do a lot of damage to this red buff. Holy moly. My abilities have a very low cooldown now as well. Ult 50 seconds too. Oh, that's not good. Overheat here. I should be able to do quite a bit of damage. Walk away from him there. It doesn't get the fear on me. Whoa, 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 whoa. Buddy, chill, 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 chill. Whoa, okay. Jesus Christ, yeah, fair play. Dude, I disrespected that amount of damage he was able to do to me. I mean, his sustainability mostly. His survivability was kind of crazy there.
Enemy double kill.
I paid for trying the 1v on a damn Warwick. That's my bad. Really? Damn. I need to like dance around him a little bit better and not give him auto attack range for a while. Actually keep distance. I didn't think I was gonna lose the 1v1 there at all due to how strong I am, but I guess Warwick is still Warwick. He has lethal tempo stacks. His Jaksho procced at some point there, and he got a ton of regeneration off me. Now you might be wondering, why aren't you just building a healing reduction? I don't really like the Morello. Morello is a pretty bad item in my opinion. I mean, I guess I can go with Thornmill, but that feels not great either. For AP options, I feel like at this point I just better build a Void Staff if I want to deal with Warwick for the magic resist he's stacking. I'm gonna just Baron if my team wants to follow. That'd be wonderful. Do I just send it? I might just send it. Do it. See we'll see what happens. I feel like I do a respectable amount of damage to this thing. Just overheat quickly so I have passive damage. My Misfortune wants the enemy Raptor camp above Baron. That's interesting. Very interesting. It's very annoying actually. I'm sure I don't overheat here, I suppose. Overheat now. There's a lot of extra money there though, to be fair. I don't know. Like, my Misfortune could have easily helped us do Baron, probably in time, because Warwick was actually bot lane, so it should have been fine. This guy's dead, right? Yeah. He walked up into heat range. The range on Q is actually pretty massive, I'm not gonna lie. Do I just go mid here? Oh, Misfortune won that, really. I feel like I just mid here and overheat on turret and just hit it down. Passive hit this real quick for a bunch of hits, as you can see. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, look at that damage on the turret, man. That's crazy. That's one turret dead. I think it's just turret because the inhibitor is not going to happen with their respawn timer, so I'm going to have to be a little bit respectful there. Take as many camps from Warwick as I can right now. Everything here should be takeable, right? Oh, that's not up. Okay, cool. I mean, I would have liked to do Baron in the first place, but I mean, I guess if they want to help me now, that'd be fine with me. Hit level 16 here. I mean, at this point, like, Yorick, I mean, is here now, so we have a lot more Baron damage, which is good. Make sure to keep my heat up, so I just use my abilities, keep my Q above this as well. Look at how easy Baron becomes now if my team actually wants to help me out. How lovely. Dragon's gonna spawn like 30 seconds. I should have enough time for like a camp here at least. The biggest question is, what item do I go for? Do I still just go Shadow Flame? Kind of thinking of Cosmic Drive for a ton of ability haste. I don't really need the Void Staff if I'm being honest. Like, just against Warwick, it's not really worth building the entire Void Staff. I don't care that much about killing him. So just dealing with him, this is completely fine. Build this. Very good. It's going to be instant destruction damage, essentially. And then we passive proc on overheat there as well. And then hit this guy down. Very good. Hey, whoa, what? That dude got his recall off? That's very sad. Okay, I'll proc my overheat with my next Q, so I have that damage increase on the dragon here. Yeah, I do quite like the ability haste here, actually, because look at my cooldowns now, man. I'm essentially forcing myself into an overheat in no time at all because of this thing. Not bad at all. Dude, that ultimate damage was absolutely disgusting, though. I did so much damage with that thing. 1 Q kills here, that's good. I'm currently not walking up, by the way, into like any aggressive plays because I don't have anything to play with. And my entire team is essentially dead / in base. So for me at the moment, there's no worries to walk forward and play aggressive. It's just kind of a waiting game until my team is back on the map. So within that time frame, I'm currently just looking to take my camps. I'm just going to keep my heat high here. We're just going to run top lane as well. Should keep using my W here for the most part. I guess I could just, like, kind of wait here a little bit. I feel like Warwick's gonna show, right? Probably. Would he? He's going mid lane. Might he drop a little bit before I put it back up? That should be fine. Pretty good ult, I would say. My damage is insane, by the way. Like, my damage is actually insane. Look at this damage, man. Whoa, 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 whoa. Chill, 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 chill. No! I didn't get my shield up in time. Damn it, man. Okay, maybe a little bit too aggressive on my end, I will admit. But I think that's game anyway. Wow. I mean, it did a reasonable amount of damage. I feel like Demonic is going to be more of a dealing with tanks type situation. And they weren't that tanky, I guess. So I could have just gone like Shadow Flame, perhaps, I suppose. But yeah, I mean, I suppose that's it for Rumble. I will see you guys in the endgame stats. Alright, so for the endgame stats here, I ended up doing 44k damage, which is obviously extremely significant. So that's a lot of damage. True damage at 3400. We have objective damage at 54k. Healing done, 12k. Obviously not the most. Damage taken at 27.3. Self-mitigated damage at 40.2. That's actually a lot. That means my shield actually shielded me for a very significant amount of damage. Yeah. Very interesting. Gold earned here at 18.4. For the runes, first strike dealt 1600 damage and I gained 1600 gold off of it. That's actually insane. I mean, obviously, yes, I do have a lot of kills and stuff like that, but still, like, just damage output. Like, there were ult situations where I just, like, land ult Q and get, like, 300 bonus gold, which is absolutely crazy. So that does help my scaling quite a bit there as well. With magical footwear, not have to buy boots, futures market for just item tempo, approach velocity to be able to, like, E them for the slow or ult them for the slow, and then get in distance for Q, so you can walk at them faster, which is really nice. Then we take Ultimate Hunter for more ult cooldown or lower ult cooldown. And then the cheap shot for the damage increase based off the ult slow and just the E slow as well, which is, as you can see, did an extra 1000 here on top of that, which is really, really good. So, yeah, overall, I'd say Rumble feels pretty good. So I would highly recommend you to try him out. And with that being said, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to hit the like button below. And I'll see you guys tomorrow with another one. Bye.